Hello and welcome to Nerd Subculture. I'm your host Jared.
And I'm Edwina.
And today we're continuing a Once More with Feeling series, our Buffy the Vampire series. And today we're doing Season 1, Episode 11, Out of Sight, Out of Mind.
Actually, Jared, it's actually Out of Mind, Out of Sight. It's actually a play on... the saying Out of Sight, Out of Mind.
Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, no, you're right. I checked it. Yep. Out of mind, out of sight.
Yeah, everyone says it the wrong way.
Right.
I think it's something your mind corrects it when you read it.
Oh, I could see that. Yeah, out of mind. Well, it's kind of the same. It's just, rearranged a little bit. Out of mind, out of sight,
Yeah, but I think it's, the saying, so you just say it out of sight, out of mind.
Out of sight, out of mind, which was released on the...
But it's actually out of mind, out of sight. Sorry.
Out of Mind, Out of Sight. That was released on the 19th of May, 1997, written by Ashley Gable, Thomas A. Swindon, and directed by Reza Badi. Yes, Out of Mind, Out of Sight. Eddie, your initial thoughts on revisiting this episode?
You know what? Yeah, this is the invisible person trope.
The Invisible Man.
Yes, this is...
We're just ticking these off, aren't we?
Yeah, this is his, what do you call them, those... old monster, the Invisible Man.
Oh, what do you call them? The Hollywood? No, what are the Hollywood or the the ones of the 1930s, the Mummy, the Dracula and Wolfman. What do you call them again?
They're going to do like the Dark Universe.
The Dark Verse, yes, yes. We almost had that, yeah.
Yeah. So this is your Invisible Person one.
Person, yes, it was a girl.
Yes. And it's not the last time you'll see this being used in the show as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it is a Monster of the Week episode, but there is a B plot that does actually deal with the season arc and with Angel and the Codex.
Oh, yeah, they briefly mentioned that in the library, didn't they?
Yeah. It's a blink and you'll miss it sort of B plot, but kind of, it's nice and convenient because it brings Angel into it to save them. Kind of at that.
Yeah, he was just hanging around there and thought, I can hear someone struggling. I might go save him.
Oh, no, it was came in through underground and I could smell the gas.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Did you want to do the synopsis?
All right, we'll get straight into the synopsis then. This episode starts with Cordelia talking excitedly about the May Queen competition when Buffy bumps into her, spilling various weapons onto the floor. Buffy makes an excuse about borrowing it from Giles for a history project, and Cordelia is mean to her. In English class, Cordelia mentions in The Merchant of Venice, Shylock is self-involved and whiny. In the boys' locker room, Cordelia's boyfriend is attacked by an invisible assailant with a baseball bat and taken to the hospital. Buffy enters the boys' locker room and finds the words "Look" spray-painted on the lockers. One of Cordelia's friends, Harmony, is pushed down the stairs by an invisible force. The gang disperse. Buffy follows the sound of a flute. Looking over Willow's list of missing kids, Buffy suspects Marcy, which she sees she played the flute. Buffy finds Marcy's hideout and Marcy's yearbook. Marcy finds Mrs. Miller, Cordelia's English teacher, and suffocates her with a plastic bag. Cordelia arrives a short while afterwards and saves Mrs. Miller. An invisible hand writes "Listen" on the blackboard. In a flashback, Marcy is sitting in her English class as she attempts to answer a question posed by the teacher and is looked over in favour of her classmates. Her hand then starts to fade away. Giles realises that Marcy did not willingly become invisible, but was made invisible due to the people never noticing her existence. As they think back to Harmony and Mitch and flick through Marcy's yearbook, they find Cordelia's picture horribly defaced. They realise that Marcy is after Cordelia, whom she resented for consistently being the centre of attention. Suddenly, the latter walks into the library asking Buffy for protection. They explain to Cordelia who is after her and decide to use her as bait and to have Buffy bodyguard her. Marcy lures Willow, Xander and Giles into the boiler room with the recorded flute music where she closes the door and opens the gas. She then grabs Cordelia as she is changing. Marcy surprises Buffy and injects her with a sedative that renders her unconscious. Buffy and Cordelia wake up. They are tied to some chairs. They see the word "learn" written on a curtain, and Marcy says that Cordelia is lesson, or will be after Marcy surgically disfigures her. Buffy frees herself from the ropes, pushes Marcy into a curtain before knocking her out. Then two mysterious FBI agents arrive and haul Marcy away. Cordelia later thanks Buffy for saving her, but quickly falls back into being Queen Bee. Marcy is taken to a school of invisible students. She sits down in the class and opens a textbook called Assassination and Infiltration, of which she approves. The end. Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you think of this one, Joe?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
So, everyone, as you know, I'm a big fan of Buffy, and Jared has never watched the entire series all the way through. Had you seen this episode?
No, this is another one I haven't seen. Yeah.
Oh, God, you pretty much haven't seen any of the first season, have
Probably
you?
not. No, I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So we didn't start dating until like 2000, so you're probably up to season you're only up to about season 4 or 5, I think. So.
Dude, I still have rewatched these a lot over the years.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
I kind of avoided them.
I'm surprised you haven't seen it at some point. Though I normally get through the early season pretty quickly.
Yeah, as you say, you usually don't watch these ones, so I guess.
No, I do watch. I watch most of the first season. There's like maybe 2 episodes I don't watch.
Right.
Yeah. Which is, well, actually, most of the time I just don't watch Teacher's Pet.
Just that one, huh?
Just that one. And then I kind of forget sometimes that, like, I always think The Puppet Show is much worse. And then I watch it and go, oh, actually, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
And the same with Nightmares. Actually, it was pretty much all of the first season. I'm like, it's actually all not that bad. It's just Teacher's Pet is super duper bad.
Yeah, yeah.
So again, this is going back to, the allegory of high school is hell. The Pact kind of dealt with this like a similar theme. Only this one probably deals a bit more with isolation and loneliness, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you haven't noticed, if there's a classroom scene, like a lecture or something at the start of the episode, it always relates thematically to the episode.
Okay, yeah, it's all tied in. It will tie in somehow towards the end, or be a theme.
Yes.
Of what the episode's going to be about. Yes.
And as you said, they're discussing the Merchant of Venice.
Yes, the Merchant of Venice. So, do we start with that? Oh, wait, hang on. Just before you get into that, just what I sort of noticed at the start when I talk about Cordelia being the Queen Bee, or the Bee Queen, or what was it?
Queen Bee.
The Queen. No, she's going to be the Prom Queen thing.
No, she's the May Queen.
The May Queen. So this is one of these American culture things that just really flies over my head when I see these high school shows, and it comes up a lot, like Homecoming and stuff like that. I have no idea what that stuff means. Do you know what that means? What Homecoming means?
I know Homecoming generally it's a dance, and there's like a football game, and everyone's supposed to return, like old alumni return to the schools.
Oh, really? Like kids that have graduated previously?
Yeah. So they come back to watch the game, and then there's like a dance, I think.
Oh, okay.
So no, that's Homecoming. Prom, I think, is just your end of year kind of.
Would you
graduate
your graduation from high school? Is that the prom, or is that just at the end of the year?
I don't know.
Or the dance?
I thought it was sort of your end of year.
Okay, so they have one.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, because then you hear them, there's like your senior prom and...
Yeah, the senior prom, and then,
Yeah, junior prom. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know
these
a
high
lot
school
about
sort
these.
of, American high school things just really fly over my head, these celebrations that they have. And I hear them a lot, and I have no idea what they mean.
Yeah.
Maybe someone could tell me in the comments or something, what the homecoming and junior prom. So what's junior high? Is that... What?
Well, they break up their high schools, don't they?
Oh, do they still do that? Or is that just... I thought they used only... I don't know. Is that they have like year 7 and 8 separate from the high school or something like that?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
So I only knew that from Degrassi.
Degrassi Junior High, yeah. I'm only going off that. So that was Canada though.
That's
so
Canada. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Someone clear that up for us. Thank you. All right, so moving on to the Merchant of Venice. So, it was mentioned at the start and does sort of play out throughout the whole episode. The whole story is basically an allegory for this in some ways as well, because she was the outcast, but you're meant to feel pity for her, but you don't in a way. Is that sort of the gist of the Merchant of Venice? Like you feel sorry for her, but then she's attacking these people. It's like, well, Yeah, and the
Like-
teacher
like
for not picking her when she had her hand up. I mean, oh really? That pissed you
Yeah.
off? I never put my hand up. I didn't know the answer.
Actually, and then there were sometimes I wished I was invisible.
Yeah. Yeah. So talking about the Merchant of Venice. So I don't know much about the story. I'm not going to do a synopsis on that, but can you give like a 5 second?
It's
5 second.
It's hard because I think I studied this in like year 9 high school.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently Shylock is after his pound of flesh for there's a loan, but Shylock thinks he's been wronged by another guy. I think his name was Antonio.
Yeah.
Thinks he's been wronged by Antonio, who is quite wealthy, kind of like, but he's generally a good guy.
Who's Shylock or Antonio?
Antonio.
Antonio's the good guy.
Well, yeah, he's generally a good guy, but he's rich and he gives money. He lends money out to people and doesn't do like charge interest or anything. So Shylock has to charge really low rates because of this. So he feels like he's been wronged. In that way.
So he's competing with this Antonio.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he was borrowing money to him. No, okay.
No.
So he competes with him as a loan.
But then there's someone else that comes into it who borrows money from Shylock, and if he doesn't, and it's for this other guy, and if he doesn't pay back the loan by a certain date, he gets a pound of Antonio's flesh. He gets to cut off a pound of his flesh.
Right.
Yeah. So there's all these circumstances that happened, and he misses the date that he needs to pay the loan back by, but he offers him double the amount of the loan, and Shylock refuses it.
Right.
So he wants his pound of flesh.
Okay. Is that kind of a notoriety thing? Like he wants to be known that, oh, you don't pay this guy back, it's...
Yeah, and
so he doesn't want to be seen as weak to other people saying, well, if you don't pay him back, it's okay. He won't do anything to you. But, word will get around that he even though he was late and made up for it the next time or whatever, he wanted his pound of flesh. Is that sort of...
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, as I said, we're not really here to discuss.
No, I suppose we're getting sidetracked here. But it ties into the story because, she's...
Yeah. Marcy, she's after a pound of flesh, but no one really wronged her. Like, I don't know, like a few kids... Well, I suppose ignoring someone is actually really harsh bullying.
But obviously the teacher wasn't harsh bullying her. She was just, I don't know, just didn't see her or, pick someone else. I mean, and she's going to, attempt, almost kill her for that, which is...
Yeah.
What did Cordelia's boyfriend do? Or was that just to get back at Cordelia?
It all revolved around Cordelia.
Right, okay. Oh, because the teacher favoured her over Cordelia.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah.
Yeah. And you do kind of see that Cordelia is actually quite a bit smarter and perhaps has a little bit more depth to her in this episode.
Yeah, not just a pretty face. Yeah. Good on you, Cordelia. Could I just mention that the character Marcy played a flute at band camp? that was mentioned in the movie. I think Willow actually said that, she played a flute at band camp.
In the band.
She said the word band camp. I'm sure she said band camp.
I'll have to go back and watch it. I thought her only extracurricular was band. Or it was the marching band or something.
Yeah, where she played the flute.
And she's also played by Claire Duvall.
Yes, a young Claire Duvall who has gone on to act in a lot of different projects.
She has literally been in everything. Everything. Just name something off the top of your head.
Law and Order.
All of them.
CSIs.
All of them.
Friends?
No sitcoms, only dramas.
Okay, dramas.
Sorry, she's been in every single drama.
What's the chaser or the finder or the closer?
No, I don't think she was in that.
Closer. No,
I think you're right with that one. But but she was in ER. She's and most recently, you probably would have seen her in The Handmaid's Tales.
Oh, really? Oh, who is she in that?
She's Emily's wife.
Who's Emily?
The girl from Gilmore Girls. Rory from
Oh,
Gilmore
yes. Ah, yeah. Okay. Cool.
But the funny thing is that she's in the movie She's All That.
Mm-hmm.
And she plays a really mean girl.
Oh, really? Oh, the tables have turned.
Yes.
Very versatile, I guess.
Yeah.
She can be the one who's picked on and the one to pick on.
Cordelia does represent Buffy's shadow self and the path not taken and the person that she used to be. And you could kind of see in this episode that she sort of missed her old life and kind of wanted it back. And I got the feeling in this episode Cordelia does point out that she doesn't have it as easy as you think she has it. And she is also incredibly lonely.
I know. It's like when she hit that person with her car. and the girl on the bike was only cared about herself and not how hard this was on her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got it so difficult. Poor Cordelia.
Oh, we love Cordelia. We do love Cordelia. And it does also start to set up Cordelia as a bit more of a complicated character. And she does develop and grow throughout Buffy and Angel.
Yeah, she's getting less two-dimensional as the show's progressing, I've noticed.
Well, she's sort of, it is that thing where she's not just going to, you get the feeling she's not just going to be the mean girl the whole time. And the fact that she goes to Buffy for help, like, you know, it was that thing where you were saying, like, everything always seems to just go back to normal and everyone forgets. But I don't think they actually do.
Yeah.
Because Cordelia went to her and Mitch outright, you know, he's on the stretcher.
Yeah, telling her everything. Like
he's on the stretcher telling her absolutely everything. He's like, the bat just hit me.
Yeah.
I got attacked by a bat.
Yeah, like the paramedics, everyone stopped so he could tell Buffy what happened. And then, all right, now we'll go.
Yeah.
Just tell Buffy what happened.
Yeah, and then he's also really mean to Buffy at the end as well. So, yeah.
No death count, no body count in this episode. No one died.
Nope, no one died.
No, the teacher was suffocated, but Cordelia saved her. That guy, the boyfriend survived. And that weird ending, the shipping shipped off to the assassination school. And
it never, ever, ever comes up ever again. And it probably, you know what, it would have been awesome if they'd bought.
Yeah. I think they do play with that, but it's not directed at that. But because you kind of think, is there any government oversight into this?
No. Well,
maybe it's playing into that, something that comes in. I know another plot line that comes up later on. Because you think that in this world, some sort of agency would be aware of these strange phenomena going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'd be some record of some sort.
Yeah.
At least that's noticing all these strange phenomena happening around Sunnydale.
Also, a fair bit of this first season is Buffy accepting her role as the Slayer and letting go of her past. And being, and part of being the Slayer is also isolating for Buffy. And you see this because she still has that kind of newcomer status with Xander and Willow where they have like those little in-jokes.
Yeah, when she's not involved in it, she's kind of standing there going, I don't get it. Yeah.
Yeah, and you sort of feel for her a little bit. And yeah, you could kind of see that she's still struggling a bit with, being the Slayer.
Yeah.
And the responsibilities of it.
Mm.
Yeah, on another little side note, that book, the
assassination book?
Yeah. Yes. It's actually the lyrics to the Beatles' White Album and Happiness is a warm gun.
Nice little bit of trivia in that one, isn't there?
Yeah.
Someone wrote that. We're going to have some words written on this. How about just the lyrics from a Beatles song? How about that? Okay.
Cool. Oh, they do like the Beatles in
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's the first reference I've noticed.
There might be a few more.
Maybe I missed them.
So I'll ask, have you ever felt invisible?
No. What?
Or unhurt, like people aren't listening to you? Or...
Oh, I suppose there's been situations where, you're trying to get someone's attention and they can't see you, but no, actually physically invisible, no.
Yeah.
No, never felt that.
I don't know. I feel like that all the time.
Oh, baby, come on. Willow was wearing the Scooby-Doo T-shirt.
Yeah.
And Sarah Michelle Gellar had the Daphne sort of scarf thing happening as well.
Did she? I didn't even notice
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I noticed that. So, playing on the fact that she would actually go on to play Daphne.
Yeah.
Tying into the Scoobs. I noticed everything. Oh, and Sarah Michelle Gellar would also team up with Clea Duvall in The Grudge movie.
Okay.
I don't think which one was that? I did see one with her in it. I thought that was The Ring or something. What was The Grudge one? It was one of those knockoff Japanese movies, wasn't it? I'm sure. Yeah. There was a spate of them in the early 2000s, wasn't it? They were quite popular at the time after The Ring. I thought, what else have these Japanese people got?
I remember watching the Grudge at your house.
I think it was pretty terrible from memory, to be honest. I can barely remember it.
No, but I think I had to drive back to my house in the middle, like it was really late at night.
Oh, no.
And I remember being a little bit freaked out.
Oh. Well, if it affected you, it must have done something right.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. So you do have to have a bit of suspension of disbelief in this episode, because how on earth she got both Cordelia and Buffy to the bronze without anyone seeing it?
Yeah. The whole them floating in air would have looked a bit weird.
Yeah, but also the fact that she could lift Cordelia through the roof like that as well.
Oh, she probably only weighs like 20 kilos.
Yeah, but Clea Duvall's pretty freaking tiny as well.
Yeah.
Like what? She also got super strength.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, you really do have and pretty much her. What was her? It was look, listen, learn.
Yeah. So what was that about? Was there anything about that, or that was just it?
Don't be mean and ignore people.
Oh, okay. Was that it?
I guess.
Okay. All right. I think that moves us to question time. Got those questions ready, Eddie?
Question time.
I hope that answers a little bit your question.
Okay. Which character was your favourite in this episode?
I think I liked Cordelia.
Yeah, Cordelia was pretty good in this episode. But I kind of like little psychotic Marcy.
Yeah, Marcy. Yeah.
Yeah. Which character do you love to hate in this episode?
Probably go with the boyfriend.
Oh, Mitch. Yeah, I've got Mitch.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Because he's really... Well, I'll say it's because he calls the gang losers after they saved Cordelia. And
Oh, and she just says nothing about that too, by the way.
No,
so you could probably almost throw her under the bus on that one, saying, like he doesn't know about it, so maybe that could be fair enough.
Oh, but he tells
Because
Buffy.
she was actually there, so she didn't actually say, "Hey, hang on."
Well, it is that thing where it just goes to not Buffy. Cordelia just goes straight back into her old ways.
Yeah. There's a little glimmer there where you think, "Oh, is she coming around?" And then she's like, "Oh, no, screw you guys."
Yeah, she's gonna grow. She's gonna change. But no, it's a bit more of a slow process with Cordelia.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. What was the most memorable fight scene?
I guess memorable would be the floating baseball bat, maybe.
Yeah,
The point of view shot, POV shot that they did.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I did like the one in the I know it's a bit cliche, Buffy has to use her spidey senses to that also comes back into it as well.
Okay. I thought she was going to do something with the glitter. Like there was all glitter everywhere. I thought she was going to throw that everywhere. But
no.
That'd have been too expensive to have like a glitter CGI body there or something.
Yeah, probably. It's just easier to wrap someone in a
a cloth. Yeah.
curtain. Also, I should point out, like in that class, like with all the invisible kids, do you think they should have put wristbands on them or something? Because they can't see each other. Like, how did she know that seat was free?
Yeah. I need you to get all the way off my back about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The logistics of having all those invisible kids all in one spot.
And how did the government know about it as well?
I guess they just knew about it.
They just knew about it.
I guess you're just going to have to get off my back about that. Okay. What was?
Let me get off that thing.
Yeah. Can you get off that thing? LOL moment.
I think the LOL moment in this episode was possibly Cordelia at the start talking about Shylock and mentioning her, how hard she's had it with.
Can I read it out?
Oh, okay, yeah. Go on, Eddie. Read it
Okay,
out.
so I've got the whole thing here, and it's like, well, how about colour me totally self-involved? Miss Miller responds with, care to elaborate? Cordelia, yeah, with Shylock, it's all wine, wine, wine. Like the whole world is about him. He acts like it's justice him getting a pound of Antonio's flesh. It's not justice, it's just yicky. Miss Miller responds with, but has Shylock suffered? What's his place in Venice society? Willow responds with, well, everyone looked down on him. Cordelia responds with, that is such a Twinkie defense. Shylock should get over himself. People who think their problems are so huge craze me like this. Like this time I sort of ran over this girl on her bike. It was the most traumatizing event of my life. And she is trying to make it all about her leg, like my pain meant nothing.
Oh, Cordelia.
That's so great. And bringing up the Twinkie defense. Do you know what the Twinkie defense is, Jared?
The Twinkie defense was a defense used by a San Francisco mayor or part of the council, whatever you call, the guy who murdered that Harvey Milk guy. Yeah. And he murdered, I think he murdered 2 people actually, but he mentioned that part of his defense was that he had changed the diet. And
he had too much
consisted of sugar. And it didn't work. But it was forever known as the Twinkie defense. Yes.
Yeah.
Infamous Twinkie defense.
Yeah. My favorite.
Are you crazy?
My LOL moment had to be with Principal Snyder. And it's sort of done in this way where they kind of make it sound like Mitch is dead. But then Principal Snyder, you hear him respond with, dead. Of course not dead. What are you, ghouls? There are no dead students here this week. Yeah.
Almost being a little meta there as well.
Yeah.
And I think when the student fell down the stairs, is she dead? No. Oh, thank God. Not again.
Yes. Who gets the wooden spoon?
The wooden spoon, I guess. I guess Willow and Xander sort of maybe get joint spoons. They don't really do a lot, I feel.
Yeah, in this one, I have to give it to Xander, Willow, and Giles for falling for that stupid ass trap. The stupidest trap. Like it actually had trap written all over it.
Yeah, this is not a trap written on it.
Yes. It literally had "this is not a trap" written on it. And it's just, played for humor with Xander going, gulp.
And I think there was a little scene in there when he passes out and I think his head whacks Willow in the face and you see her kind of like smirk when it happens. I'm sure that was a blooper there that they just sort of left in. Like when he passes out and his head just
Well, they didn't actually have the budget to
they probably didn't notice it. They probably said, that'll do. That was 300 takes and that was the best one.
Yeah. Favorite scene?
I guess the climactic scene at the end was probably the best scene, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of liked that little moment Buffy and Cordelia have in the hallway where Cordelia goes on about, people, being lonely, pretty much.
Yeah.
Saying that her life isn't all it's cracked up.
There's no aphrodisiac like loneliness, is there?
But yeah, it's, what is it? You think I'm not lonely because I'm so cute and popular? And I think in the last episode, you also saw that Cordelia's biggest fear was losing her popularity.
Yeah.
And that's why. And then you see in this one that she works really hard to be popular.
Yeah. It's hard work. Yeah. To stay at the top because you can only go down.
Yeah. Least favourite scene?
I was thinking about that scene which is in the classroom and the flashback one and the hand goes invisible, like kind of like Back to the Future. Yeah, it seemed a bit weird, that one, I think. Can we go with that?
Yep. Yeah, I didn't like the government, the X-Files guys coming along, taking Macy, and then it never, ever, ever coming up ever again.
And you see him throughout the episode, like looking really sus in the background.
Yeah, but how did they not...
Suits and sunglasses just standing there.
How did they also not see her... Like, how did they not see Macy carrying 2 bodies?
Yeah. I must have been watching the place.
Favorite quote?
Favorite quote, it was between Giles and Cordelia when they're inside in the library. And Giles says to her, I don't recall ever seeing you here before. And Cordelia replies, oh no, I have a life.
Actually, mine is again in the library, but it's between Angel and Giles. And this is also the first time Angel and Giles meet.
Oh, yes, it is. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice introduction.
And Angel, like they're talking about the invisible girl, and Angel says to him, looking in the mirror every day and seeing nothing there, it's an overrated pleasure.
Everyone's feeling a little lonely in this episode. Aww.
Well, it's also the fact that he can't see his reflection.
I know, but
yeah.
I think it's playing on the loneliness as well.
Yeah. Definitely. Who's the MVP of the episode? Well, it has to be Buffy.
Okay, yeah, Buffy. Name's in the title.
I don't know. Sometimes other people do save the day, but in this one, like, she's the one who works it out. She works everything out.
Yeah.
Like
pretty
everything.
Quickly, yeah.
Like, and really quickly. And then Giles goes, he has his little light bulb, of course, moment. And it's metaphysical. The best Cordelia freak out moment.
When she's getting changed, I guess, and she gets taken up through the duct. Yeah.
No, it does. I definitely have to say it's the one where she walks into the library going, "It's all about me, 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 me." Oh, she comes in going, "Mitch, Harmony, Miss Miller, it's all about me, 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 me." Yeah, I like that. And what do you rate this out of 10?
Can I give it 3 warm guns?
Happiness is a warm gun.
3 happy warm guns out of 10. Yeah.
All right. I'll give it 6 flying baseball bats.
No, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. So again, you didn't like this episode?
No, not really. No.
Not liking it all?
No, I've got a long way to go, Eddie. A long way to go.
And the next episode to come will be Prophecy Girl, which is the season final.
The season finale is here already.
Yes, it is.
Oh, no. I can't believe it.
Short season this.
Well, it's been a journey.
It is, yeah.
Looking forward to it. So, who are we, Eddie?
We are Nerd Subculture.
Right, so like, subscribe.
We've got a TikTok now.
Do we?
Yep.
Oh, we've got TikTok now. What's a TikTok?
All right, bye.
Take care. Bye.